What's going on, Soul Tribe? Well, someone want to discuss something to y'all that I never shared. So, as we know that of the 8/8 Lionsgate, as many is aware of, that just recently happened. Now, on this Lion Gate of 8/8, numerous things happened to me, towards me, and at me on this date. Now let me explain to you. As it states, the Lions Gate portal in 2025 peaking on August 8th is a powerful astrological event where the Sun and Leo, the star in Sirius, and Earth align, creating a potent energy for manifestation and transformation. Its period of height ended, spiritual energy, when the 8/8 date representing infinity, balance, and power, while the peak on August 8th. The portal was active from July 26th to August 12th. Now mind you, when this happened, while this happened, while I'm out doing my job, cars kept coming. Cars kept coming on the right hand side, trying to smack against me. Yeah. Every time that I would drive on the right hand side of the street, cars would come and would not even pay attention to the stop sign and would try to hit me on my right side. But what stopped and thwarted and prevented that from happening is me slowing down and paying attention, and my intuition telling me something is off, right? My intuition was letting me know something was off, so I would blow my horn, stop, and I would maneuver over. Mind you, this happened like 3 to 4 times. And on this day, now mind you, this happened, but I really didn't focus too much on it because I had other things that I needed to worry about, and that was JOB and getting to my business. Now, strangely and ironically, and I'm gonna see if I can pull the footages, but on multiple occasions, cars kept speeding up behind me. Yeah, cars kept speeding up behind me. I speed up and I move to the right, and these cars, a group networking, some groups seem to be networking, was to cause me to spaz out or get angry. And on many occasions, on the south side, I'm really tuned into my anger and my emotions, and I will maneuver out the way when cars would come speeding up fast and would get inches from banging up against the back of me, right? They was trying to get the energy of me becoming angry, snapping, doing something stupid that young cats would normally do. Now, however, I almost spazzed out because this dude was gesturing. His body language was throwing me off, and I felt that was a slight. So I kept stopping on my brake because I wanted to bang up against me, right? But he almost did because I caught him, threw him off, and his hand gestured, right? And so I rolled my window down, and he sped off. And I was on some chasing down type shit, and he kept it pushing. But what I'm saying to say, soon after that happened, another truck almost did the same thing. So intuitively, I already knew that it was something being done to cause me to snap, become angry, and was trying to get me in that place. They was using this energy in this line gate. Me being high energy was to cause me to react, to transmute it and transform it into whatever it is they were trying to use it for. So what happened was this. I came home angry and in my emotion. Now mind you, when I was about to get on loco mode, when I was about to snap and spaz out. The angels, I'm hearing them in my ear. Calm down. They want you to get angry. They want you to get mad. This is really a test. Be calm. And that's when I really composed myself. But when I came back home, I stepped into my alchemical body.
I went outside at rec time, went out back, and on the court, right, we got the left side, we got the right side. This side the basketball, the other side the basketball. And I went in the middle. You know, we got the key right here. Then I went in the middle, right where the circle is. And what I did was, I stood in the middle, and I poured that hot water around that circle, and I started to write different formulas inside that circle on the yellow line, right? On the yellow line. And I would yell, look up, and I would yell, and I would invoke whatever it is I want done. Then I went back in, grabbed the hot water, came back out, and went in the little corner area. You know, in the old book of shadows, it said when you do certain things, you're supposed to convey, you write in your book of shadows. Let's just say what I was doing with those stones and the mud and all that other stuff, and was pouring hot water on them little stones and whatnot. That later on in the news, right, they showed on the news. The news showed, as I looked up, the news showed on the news that there was a ring, a circular ring in the sky. Now mind you, none of this ever showed or happened. Listen, it was never talked about, spoke about up until when I started doing this. A ring, they were showing a ring that was in the sky later on that night, and it was being talked about all through the news. Then not only that, but then later on that week, be careful what you do. What you do, you get what you ask for. Man, later on that night, but later on that week, I should say, it was a flood.
And I don't know if y'all remember when I started talking to you about when I discovered whenever I opened up my circles and what things would happen. And when I did that and I channeled that energy, that it ended up causing a flood in West Dallas. Yeah, it caused a flood in West Dallas the same day that happened. A ring showed up in the sky, that same ring that I was forming. Mind you, I was wondering all the time why every time I do this, even when I be outside, when I'm using sand, remember I told you, I grab the sand, I throw it in the sky, and I would yell, and I would use the certain words that I would use to manifest. I ain't gonna say it. Well, I ain't never tapped into the ancient ones and told them what I wanted them to do because I already know they're with me and around me. Let's just say that I tapped in and I call upon them ancient to put in some work. The next day, this would happen. The 9th. To show you. Look, this happened. What day does it say? Now, mind you, we know that the Lion Gate portal was 8/8. This happened on the 9th. Yeah, this happened on the 9th. And it followed through. Correction, Friday is when I was being gang stalked and harassed by vehicles on the Lionsgate portal, right? That was on the 8th. On the 9th, the next day. Now, mind you, on the 8th, I tapped in and I told the ancient ones what I needed them to do, what I wanted them to do, right? Ogun, and Shango, Obatala, Ogun, and Shango told me to put these necklaces around your neck. Watch this. Listen, I put See if I can pull that video up. You'll see me with the necklace around my neck. Man, listen, I didn't have a car come near me, around me, or by me, none. That's how powerful the Ancient Ones is, right? And the gods told me, said, we're going to deal with this matter. And the day after the 9th, we have, on this date, 8/10/25. If you do the math on these numbers, you'll notice that 2 and 5 is 7. 7 and 1 is 8. Look, this is how the gods work. We got 8/8 again, which come back to the repercussions behind them fucking with me and caused me to spaz out, or trying to threaten me, or cause me to have an accident. Yeah, since the ancient texts and a lot of books read from right to left. 5 plus 2 is 7, plus 1 is 8. We got 8/8, that lion gate, to come back to that lion gate. And 1 is 6 is 16. Yeah, 1 is 6 is 16. But when you add 1 and 6 up, you get 7, the divine 7, the holy 7. So the gods told me all those, and they seem to be Hispanic on the other side of the town. Yeah, I had some Hispanic ones, and I don't know, they appear to be Hispanic or Middle Eastern, whatever, right? But on the other side of the town is when I was getting that pressure, and I told you I almost spazzed out, right? And that's when the gods told me to be calm. They want you to snap. We got this. You're being tested. The next day, when I woke up, no, it wasn't the next day. Matter of fact, it was on the 10th. I'm heading home. No, it was on the 9th is when the rain came down. The rain came down on the 9th. Yeah, it came down on the 9th. Lightning and thundering came down the next day. But listen, it wasn't no ordinary rain. You hear me? It wasn't no ordinary rain. These drops was thick. It sounded like, the drops sounded like you want to smash the glass. I BS you not. The drops sounded like it wanted to smash the glass. When them drops is coming down, I say, oh no, I'm shutting down shop. And I headed home. Man, lightning and thunder came down. Couldn't nobody sleep, but I slept good. And woke up to a whole catastrophic event. You hear me? Catastrophic flooding. Look, the flooding in the rain. 14.23. And the ancient ones told me, they said that the reason why they did what they did was to punish all those that was involved in trying to cause me to have an accident. The cars of those who tried to smash and bang into me, their cars are destroyed. Yeah, may the God curse me if I lie. See, this is something that in Islam that we say, pronounce the curse of Allah on you if you know you're telling the truth. In the Bible, they say, let your yes be yes and your no be no. But when you say this, trust and know it's actual and it's factual. This is actual footage that my queen sent me of what transpired early this morning today. This is not the gloat. I was really hurt that something like this here happened, because I thought about the homeless and animals and stuff like that. This goes to show you that the Ilu, the Netas, the Elohims, really would flood the planet like it stated that they would flood the planet and had flooded the planet. Now, mind you, all this happened in one day. Look how catastrophic it is. And this is all around Wisconsin. They said to tell them what happened, to strengthen their faith. And this is the only reason why I'm telling you. You see? Touch not my anointing, and cause my prophets no harm. I just want to say that when you trust in the divine will deal with
Another
those
devastating
that's
flooding
behind
event
the
has occurred in
scene
the
that's
United
hiding,
States,
that
this time
manifests all
targeting the
this
city
stuff.
of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. On the
It would
evening
touch
of
even
Saturday,
those that's
August
in the
9th,
chairs
downtown
who
Milwaukee
make
saw an
them
impressive
pause
9 inches
and
of rain, while
pause.
some of the northern and western suburbs saw as much as
Innocent people to be
14. In
harmed for
Milwaukee,
no
this was
reason just
officially the
because
second wettest day on
they
record,
hate
only
the
surpassed by
likeness of
August
somebody.
6, 1986. However, the 2-day record will almost certainly be surpassed, and it's almost as much rainfall as we see during a typical summer. Unsurprisingly, in areas in pink, this has officially gone down as a 1 in 100 year type flooding event. The root cause of this is a stationary front that was draped over Minnesota and Iowa. This is a lifting mechanism that produces storms. As we have seen repeatedly this summer, this was fueled by very high, if not record amounts of moisture available in the atmosphere, especially in the areas in pink. As you can see, this was very well forecast as high-resolution models were targeting southeastern Wisconsin, including the Milwaukee area. The WPC had also warned of rainfall rates of 1 to 3 inches per hour over that exact region. And looking at the radar loop, you can see that that is exactly what happened. The flooding was so severe that the Milwaukee River crested at record high levels, exceeding 11 feet for the first time. The rain was so intense that some of it even seeped through the retractable roof during last night's game between the Mets and the Brewers. Extreme flooding also caused the Wisconsin State Fair to close down early. Unfortunately, we are not out of the woods yet, as another round of rain and thunderstorms is heading toward the exact same region, which could lead to a renewed round of flooding.
Time. It's 7:13 in the morning, 8/8 Lionsgate. Now this is the stuff that I've been experiencing. I'm trying to ignore a lot of it. And watch how he pull up behind me. Clothes just up on me. This is what they was doing. Here we go again. Look at the time. Look. Alright, now look at the time. 8:02. Watch this one. Keep inching up. Look at him. You know, I'm aware of it. I'm just trying to play it off type shit. Look at him. He's still following. I figured a strategy. There's another one. Look, he's getting closer and closer. Look, and he pulled up closer. And you're gonna notice me look in the rear view. I looked in the rear view right there. Try to play it off, but pay attention to him. And look, I try to move up some. He's still closer. Inching closer up on me. Look. And then you're going to notice him from a distance. Still trying to tag along. On that 8/8. We got another one right here. Watch how close he get up on me. Just on my tail. Like white on rice. Look. See what I mean? And then you're gonna notice they're gonna be following from a distance. I done passed him up the first time. He's still following behind me. So he can do this here. Look. Look. This another one. Now this a Hummer. Pay attention to the time down below. Look. Now mind you, this is the 9th. This is the day after the 8/8. And it's raining. And it's coming down hard and thick. Listen. I'm on the phone, but I got the earpiece in my ear.
I gotta get to the restaurant.
You see, I got that, I got Obatala, Shango.
I don't recall them saying nothing about you, man.
And Ogun around my neck. I told you. Yeah, it's coming down hard. Now mind you, the day afterwards is when, they say it flooded the city. And if you do the numerology, the numbers, you will notice from right to left, he gives you 8/8, that line portal gate.
I don't even recall. I don't recall them even saying the portal like that.
I can't make this up.